Welcome to all respected dignitaries. I would like to welcome today's speaker, Mr. Rajagopal JK, Managing Director of JRK Siddha, Dr. Sarveshwar, Dr. Vishnu Prasad Sharma ji, Dr. VK Agnihotri ji, respected Dr. Chandra Bhushan Jha ji from BHU. Welcome, Gurudev. Welcome. Welcome for your blessings today. Welcome, sir. So, today's session, really, I am grateful to all speakers that I can't provide time, and then also I am showering, being showered by the blessing of all dignitary speakers. People will join simultaneously. For inauguration of today's session, I would like to request Dr. Chandra Bhushan Jha ji, Emeritus Professor, former Head of the Department, former Dean, Ayurveda Faculty, respected Dr. Chandra Bhushan Jha ji.
नमस्कार.
प्रणाम सर.
आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
यस सर. स्वागतम गुरुदेव.
मेरी ओर से सब लोगों को खूब खूब अभिवादन. और बड़ा ही समसामयिक विषय आपका है आज का, और हम भी कहे कि इस पर थोड़ा सा और अपने विचारों को पुष्ट करें, सुने क्या क्या नई बातें इसमें सुनने को मिलती हैं. बाकी ये जो ओमिक्रॉन का दौर चला हुआ है, इसने अपना बहुत लंबा चौड़ा काम कर डाला है. बहुत कम लोगों को बाकी छोड़ा है इसमें, लेकिन जो लोग बाकी बचे हुए हैं वो सुरक्षित किस तरह से बचे रहें, इस हेतु जितने भी प्रिकॉशंस हैं या जो कुछ भी इससे संबंधित बातें हैं, ये सभी आज के उसमें डेलिब्रेशन में सुनने को मिलेगा. तो मैं अपनी ओर से आपको खास करके इस भागीरथी प्रयास में जो आप लगे हुए हैं, तो खूब खूब हृदय से आपको मैं धन्यवाद भी देता हूं और साधुवाद भी कहें. तो चलें आगे बढ़ें इसमें.
जी सर. विद योर काइंड परमिशन सर. आज के हमारे पहले वक्ता है, आई वुड लाइक टू वेलकम राजगोपाल जेके, मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर, Dr.JRK Research and Pharmaceutical Private Limited, Chennai. Dr.JRK Research and Pharmaceutical Private Limited is a 29 years old research-based company engaged in research, development, manufacture and marketing of herbal formulation based on Siddha system of medicine. The company's research products have found a permanent place in the safe treatment option for medical practitioners in skin diseases like psoriasis, vitiligo, immune disorder, hair care, and pain management. The company was recognized as one of the India's 25 most innovative companies in India by CII in 2019. It has been recognized as one of the India's top 100 SME companies by the India SME Forum and the Ministry of MSME. The company has over 150 international and domestic research publications covering various aspects of safety, efficacy, mechanism of action in regard to the products. I would like to welcome Mr. Rajagopal. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Sharma ji, and very detailed note that you have presented. Thank you, and I'm very honored to be present amongst such eminent dignitaries. It was a real surprise to receive an invite from you, and it's really happy to be here. And as Dr. Sharma mentioned, that the Siddha system of medicine has also played a small role in the efficacious management of the current problem, the topic of today's discussion. So I have put together a small presentation. I thought I will use that as a reference for the discussion. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
So I will be sharing a presentation and I will have the discussion that could follow that. So if you permit me, I will share the presentation.
Yes, you can. You can.
So I would like to know whether the screen is visible.
Yes.
Okay, so first of all,
Kindly
I'm
proceed.
very honored to be the first of the person to share this. So I hope it will live up to the expectation of the scope of the session. So the topic is Ayush, the best prevention for third wave of COVID 2019. And I would like to specifically focus on the treatment options which are there from the Siddha system. So just to give a very quick idea, I'm sure all the eminent the industry and academicians here are very much aware of Siddha. But just for the just a very quick recap, Siddha system is a recognized system of medicine under the Ayush stream. It's S in Ayush stands for Siddha. And it's a system of medicine which is more than 5,000 years in existence and practice. Very rich literature and references are available, most of which are in Tamil, and many of them have been translated into English as well. The system has its origin in the southern parts of India, particularly Tamil Nadu, and it's also slowly getting global recognition. And I'm very honored to say that in a small way, our company has played a small role in reaching the Siddha system and the products in quite a few countries outside India, including Malaysia, Mauritius, Sri Lanka, Middle East, and a few other countries as well. I must also say that there is a lot of research work going on in the Central Council of Research in Siddha based in Chennai, and also private organizations like ours. So a lot of evidence-based work is being done. Fundamental research is also being done, thanks to support from the Ministry of Ayush and the government of Tamil Nadu. So that's a very quick brief about the system. Let me also take this unique opportunity to share a little bit about Dr. JRK's research. As mentioned earlier, this company is now moving towards its 30th year, and I would like to fondly recall my late father and the Padma Shri, Dr. J.R. Krishnamurthy ji, who started this organization. With this outcome of a unique research, Dr. JRK's 777 oil, which is happening to be a well-known brand for the management of psoriasis. So we have taken it on from there and built a professional team to manufacture and do research and for various problems based on the Siddha system of medicine. And our efforts has largely been in trying to make a scientific explanation which is acceptable and understandable by all systems of practitioners. So we have made some inroads in that, and very happy to say that the acceptance of the system of medicine as well as the research outcomes have been quite encouraging both in India and outside. As already shared, we have been recognized, and we are happy to mention that Innovations Award, which was given, where it included not only the pharmaceutical companies, but it also included large Indian organizations coming from the Tatas and the L&Ts. And so we have been typically working on making contemporary presentations for traditional systems. जैसा है पब्लिक का लाइफस्टाइल जब बदल रहा है उसके हिसाब से जब हम ट्रेडिशनल फॉर्मुलेशंस उनको देंगे तो acceptability or retention of usage is also very high. That is our understanding, and that's how we came out with some unique formulations and also presentation of traditional medicines in modern usable forms. So that was the award. Let me take on to the today's presentation, which covers, as one of our colleagues said, Omicron is in the center of the third wave. What are the typical symptoms? I don't need to, I just thought I'll just glance through it. And then Siddha treatment approach for the COVID. And I would also like to refer to the initiatives by the government of Tamil Nadu and the studies and evaluations done by the Central Council for Research in Siddha. And I would also like to take this opportunity to present a few research formulations from our side, which can support and are supporting the COVID and post-COVID treatment, particularly in comorbid conditions. And as is well accepted in the Ayush system and also globally, that the long-term solution for the management of any such global problem will be to ensure that everybody is well protected themselves by having a good immune, their own immune system well boosted. So yes, we are all in the middle of this third wave, which had this origin with one strain of virus. So I don't want to go too much into the details. It's just hardly few months, but it's already a household word across the medical fraternity. Third wave has come with some slight variations in the terms of the symptoms, headache, fatigue, cough, congestion, running nose, sore throat. तो ये सब ये common symptoms है. Public are being made aware through various forums by the government, and I must say doctors from all systems of medicine have made a great contribution in making sure that people are able to keep their fear factor very much under control by constant education on these things, and the manageability is fortunately now becoming well understood and established in many systems. The Siddha treatment approach for COVID has been there in the last few waves, 2 waves, and fortunately the current situation, also the recommendations by experts as well as the government of India through Ayush Ministry. Kabasura Kudineer, which is multi-herbal concoction, has been in the forefront of the Siddha medicines for management of COVID symptoms as well as a prophylactic. So the problem of COVID has been largely the respiratory tract infection led, and therefore kabab and suram. Suram is fever. So the effective management of IRES suram, that is the dominant symptom of respiratory problems, has been well understood and addressed by this traditional medicine. This is a classical medicine and has been in use, and as I will share in the subsequent slides, has been widely distributed and well accepted by the public as well as the doctors, and has shown a lot of clinical benefits. So in the asymptomatic cases, the use of Kabasura Kudineer and Amukara, which is Ashwagandha Churnam, and Nellikai, which is nothing but Amla Legya. So this in asymptomatic cases, this treatment protocol has been presented, and doctors are very much satisfied with the progress, and also in a multidisciplinary approach, the combination of even well-known modern medicinal systems together with Kabasura Kudineer has also been successfully attempted. And in mild COVID symptoms, formulation called Thalisadi Vadagam, which is particularly where there are throat infections, throat irritation, and Ada Thoda, of course, all of you must be familiar in Ayurveda, Ada Thoda Vasika, and Ada Thoda syrup or Manapagal, and Nellika Legium, Kabasara Kudinir, and Seendil Churnam. Seendil is the Tamil name for Guduchi. So as you can see that there are a lot of common aspects between Ayurveda and Siddha also. A lot of formulations like Seendil or Guduchi and Amla is also very much present. So this was the treatment protocol for COVID, and has been widely practiced by both Siddha practitioners as well as traditional medicinal practitioners. And the government through the Ayush Ministry has also recommended a clear protocol covering all this. So this is also very much applicable to the third wave and has been actively practiced. One of the points is that the comorbid conditions के लिए, particularly fever with respiratory, a few more situations, particularly diabetes conditions, Nilavembu Kudineer, which is also a decoction type of preparation, Seendil, and Kiranalli Churnam is there. In case of hypertension, this is Siragam, which is cumin seeds, and garlic milk, and Nilavembu Kudineer, and coriander seeds and Siragam, that is for pregnant women. And in case of children who are having such symptoms, comorbid, Urai Matkirai, and Adimadura, which is Glyceria glabla, which is licorice, as you know, and Nellika Legium, Bala Sanjeevi Matkirai. So I don't want to keep reading it. Essentially, a well planned approach to the management of COVID, not only the problem, but also in case of patients who are having comorbid conditions and different age group of patients, including pediatric and adult population, and lactating period has been drawn out. And all these are classical Siddha medicines. So I just want to say that the wonderful formulations of our ancient times have come actually very handy and are purposeful even during the unfortunate modern so-called problems which are created and coming as Omicron or in so many more strains. I think these formulations will stand the test of time, as always has been. काफी स्टडीज हुए हैं इसके बारे में even before COVID, but particularly after COVID has started, the CCRS has, along with the directions from the Ayush Ministry, has taken up Kabasara Kudineer evaluation both at the laboratory level as well as in the clinical data level. So plenty of studies, as you can see, more than 15 studies have been done covering various aspects of preclinical and mechanisms of action, establishing the antiviral activity, immunomodulatory activity, and also the efficacy, clinical efficacy has been established. Combination treatment has been evaluated. So I must say the work done by the CCRS has been quite commendable, and a lot of publications have also been done. So this is a few more, another 10-15 studies have been done. I'm sure all this will make the claim of the treatment efficacy far more believable. एक तो प्रॉब्लम है कि believability of आयुष system is always under question. क्या सबूत है, क्या एविडेंस है, इसके लिए ऐसा स्टडीज करना और रिकॉर्ड करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. और सिद्धा सिस्टम में ये शुरू हुआ है, particularly after COVID, and I'm sure it will help in ensuring it finds a regular place in the management of so many other problems which can be solved. Kabasara Kudineer or Nilavembu Kudineer actually was distributed as a prophylactic to the people of Tamil Nadu by the government itself, and ऐसा हो गया कि एक हाउस होल्ड नेम कबसरा कुड़नीर और नीलवेंब कुड़नीर एक हाउस होल्ड नेम हो गया, ताकि लोग ये सिम्टम्स को अपने आप को संभाल सकते हैं और होम क्वारंटाइन में लोग कबसरा कुड़नीर और नीलवेंब कुड़नीर sometimes stand alone, it has worked, or along with other systems of medicine also it is being administered to make sure that the treatment, speed of recovery, particularly in viral infections. नीलवेंब कुड़नीर का ये रोल, इसके पहले जो प्रॉब्लम था एक long system, I mean, there was a problem of dengue about 5-6 years ago, and Nilumbem Mukurdini turned out to be a wonderful formulation for managing that particular viral attack. So these two Siddha formulations have been widely distributed by the government of Tamil Nadu to the people, and in a way, I think it has helped in preventing the problem from going even worse, and the side effects of other systems have also been kept under control. So these are some of the pictures of the ministers and health secretaries are actively, and I'm very happy to say that separate Siddha treatment centers have been established and across the state in small and big towns. So the public का एक choice है, और मेरे ख्याल से पब्लिक का automatically people are particularly asymptomatic cases, mild symptoms, Siddha treatment has been actively taken up. I'll just, as you were saying, the innovation from Dr.JRK side, यही कहपसरा कुड़ीनीर का प्रिपरेशन मेथड जो है लोगों को उतना आसान नहीं पड़ता है, उसको बोलना पड़ता है और उसके बाद फिल्टर करना पड़ेगा. तो जो अच्छे ड्रग है लेकिन लोग का इस्तेमाल करने में, प्रिपेयर करने में आम जनता को काफ़ी मुश्किल होता है, इसके कारण वो कंटिन्यू नहीं कर पाते हैं. So from our end, we came out with a ready-to-drink version where all that is required by the patient is to mix it with warm water and take it. So a ready-to-drink version has been well accepted. We have established that it does not compromise anything about all the HPTLC studies have been done to establish that without any difference from the conventional systems, the ready-to-drink version is there. We have also हमारी तरफ से एक studies किया है how the fever, particularly the respiratory fever problems is taking. We have done the study to establish that the role, how the mechanism of action of Kabasara Pudini is there in the way it binds and prevents. So there is a study done. Same with Nilavemba Kurinir, it's a supportive drug for fever associated with not only now being recommended for this third wave and also in the previous waves, previous problems which were affecting the public, जैसे डेंगू है, चिकनगुनिया है, उसके लिए भी एक खास formulation है. We also have a few research formulations, particularly for children. We have come out with this thing, but RSV is a respiratory syncytial virus. इसके against, particularly in COVID conditions, children with upper respiratory tract infections can be well managed with this unique formulation. इसका भी studies किए हैं हम और international journals में publish किए हैं इसको. और textbook of respiratory diseases, it is a modern medicinal chapter on respiratory diseases. इसमें alternative treatment for the problem has been published, and ये जो formulation हमने दिखाया ये वहाँ पर reference किया हुआ. So this is what it is, textbook of this, ये किताब है और डिसीजेस के बारे में वहाँ पर पब्लिश हुआ है. सिमिलरली एक और फॉर्मुलेशन है जो फाइगोसाइट मीडिएटेड इम्यूनिटी को अच्छा increase करता है. We have established this scientifically, so Siddha formulation, and it's called SIV drug. So this is also something that patients can take for the long term and ensure that they are benefited from being protected against any viral infection of any order. So ये दो, एक for pediatric and for adults, they can continue to take this in the long term and be free from opportunistic infections which are there. So it's been clinically evaluated, and this is what I would present as the COVID approach to the management, combining Kabasarakurinir as well as Nilavembakurinir, and also some research formulations from our side which can take care. Of course, Amukara or Ashwagandha along with Sindil or Guruchi will be a good supporting treatment for long term. तो हमारा आशा है कि और रिसर्च इस फील्ड में बढ़े और सिद्धा की तरफ से और आयुष की तरफ से we continue to do our little bit, and we have eminent people here. A lot of work must also be done in this area already. So I thank Pawan ji for giving this wonderful opportunity. I hope it made some information available to you, and we'll be happy to share more information in case any of you are interested. Thanks a lot. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Rajagopal ji. Thank you very much. Excellent. You have compiled all the aspects from Siddha, and really, I appreciate your zeal of innovativeness, inventions, really. And personally, I would like to communicate this also. I am fan of your anti-psoriasis and anti-vitiligo products, and I am writing from last 30 years. So yes, your products have effect. Excellent, excellent, doctor. Excellent, Rajagopal ji.